Okay guys, this is going to be a two-part video. But first, what I've got here is a 91 Cressida. My brother's Cressida is an 89. It's sitting over here. We'll get to that in the next video. But the reason why I bought this car was because, believe it or not, it was cheaper buying the whole car as compared to picking and choosing the parts that I needed at a wrecking yard, at any wrecking yard really, and paying more for them. Why not just buy the whole car, and then we have a model what things are supposed to look like and everything like that. But this is the Cressida. Paid $400 for it. The guy wanted $800. He had it up on Craigslist for about a month. I was surprised that he even still had it. Go ahead and do a quick walk around. It's got its fair share of dents and dings. It's missing the gas cap cover. But it's got everything we need on it, which is pretty much the whole front end. I'll get to what we need in a minute. Let's do a quick tour of the inside. It's got leather seats, leather trim, leather interior. Cassette player, which is actually still in really good shape. Little cubby hole for sunglasses. 4-speed automatic transmission, or 3-speed with overdrive, however you want to say it. I have to actually unlock the steering wheel now. I don't know if that's the right key or not. Yeah, it is. And as you can see, it's got a standard Cressida gauge cluster, tachometer, coolant gauge, fuel gauge, and speedometer with a trip meter. That's how many miles are on this car. This car actually has a different layout than my brother's car does, and my brother's is an 89. Glove compartment still has the original owner's manual. Two places to put maps, small things like that. Center console, got a couple lights in here. E-brake. And this is really cool. Lift for emergency exit. It just releases the belts, just in case you flip the car over or something like that, or you land it into a big pool of water or something. Power mirrors, power windows, power door locks. Everything works. Does have cruise control, and 3-speed intermittent wipers with the mist feature, of course. The dash is in pretty good condition, aside from cracks up here. But just for everything that we needed for this car, $400 was a damn good deal. My brother's paying for all the bills and everything that are being incurred. Let's look at the back. Whole back seat here is ripped up and torn. I don't think my brother's is as bad as this one, but this is going to be swapped out into my brother's car, because this is still in pretty good nick. Center armrest comes down. Go ahead and open up the trunk. That's also for the release for the gas cap cover, the gas door. And as I said, it's got its fair share of dents and dings on it. Full-size spare. There's the old gas door. You can see how it just broke off. Old t-shirt. Didn't even know that was in here. Got yourself a scissor jack and tire replacement kit. And 2 speakers are here in the back. Those are still the original ones. Everything back here is in really good shape. Let's go ahead and look at the motor, and I'll tell you guys what exactly I'm going to be taking off of this. I guess we can start with the interior since that's right here. On my brother's car, this whole armrest is coming off right here. And since all these work and everything, I'm just going to go ahead and swap them over into his car, as well as that rear seat, the seat back. I was contemplating taking this stereo out and putting it into my brother's, just because his CD player and that one doesn't work, and we'll get to that in a minute, but it's an actual Toyota stereo in his with the CD player. Set the camera down. Now here's the good part. Basically everything we need, I'll go ahead and read off to you guys. But we need the headlights, both of them, the turn signals, one of them, but I'm going to go ahead and take both. This grille, it's not in the best condition, but for what it is, it's a lot better than what my brother's got. We need the radiator, which this one actually looks to be in really good shape. It's probably a few years old. The fan shroud, these are, believe it or not, for a new one of these fan shrouds, it's $150. I am not kidding. Also need a new fan and clutch assembly, and this one looks to be like it was replaced about the same time that the radiator was replaced, so that's good. He's also going to need a new air filter box and a few other things. But for what this car is, couldn't believe that I scored that good of a deal on it, especially on our Craigslist. Could not believe it. Show you guys the undercarriage. Everything for the most part's in pretty good shape. For $400, you really can't go wrong. Really quickly, I am going to be junking this car after I get everything I need off of it, so I'm going to harvest as many parts off of it as I can. Still has the original alternator, but the way I see it, my brother's planning on driving this car all through college, and he's got 3 years left. He's going to need all the spare parts he can get, so I'm going to go ahead and take out everything I can, including the gas tank and the fuel pump. So that's this 91 Cressida. Stay tuned for the second video, which will be I guess a kind of walk around and talking about my brother's car. Hope you enjoyed.